Alright, let's get this up and running properly. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to anyone who's watching. It is me, Omega. Let me get the thing on. And today we are back with Etrian Odyssey 4, which we're at the end game. that's all I can really say. We're at the end game. Whether or not we can make it through the end game is a whole different story, but we are at the end game. Let's go in. We might as well just go for it, considering that there isn't anything else we can't do. We made it all the way to the Forgotten Capsule, and we were spending a lot of time unlocking the King's Gate. And now that it is finally unlocked, we find ourselves here at the King's Gate itself. Turn to the right in a second. And we're going to get through to the final dungeon, or the final dungeon of the story. And then there might be some little bit of extras, but you know. You visit the King's Gate. The troop of soldiers you left here are talking amongst themselves with excitement. You approach them. You're back. Glad to see you return safely. Lurg is here in front of the gates waiting for you. He's looking up at the giant portal alongside the other Imperial soldiers. That giant bell filled me with dread, so I returned here. Lo and behold, it's just as I thought. As you can see, the emblems on the gates are glowing now. Assume you gained the king's credentials. Lurg smiles darkly at you. At any rate, the stone gates will no longer bar your passage. A new leg of your journey awaits you. This is where I must leave things to you, including His Imperial Highness. It's come too far to stop himself. After nodding to Lurg, you face the sizable door. The Imperial soldiers give you a crisp salute and tee you off as you proceed through the gates. Here we go. Okay, a little few problems with controller, give me 1 second. There we are, that should be better. Okay, doors look like just drawbridges now. Okay, interesting. That's a foe. Interesting. I don't know what to expect here at all. That's the only way forward, okay. I mean, we could honestly just go fight it. I'm not against fighting this thing, considering we should be strong enough to deal with just about anything. Rafflesia, okay. Let's just start by power breaking it, and we'll try to venom it. I mean, it is a flower, so most likely fire is our key here. Genuinely, we're just looking. That's a lot of damage. We'll put a strike guard now. I will keep hitting with the Inferno. Okay, not the best, but definitely not the worst either. It does ice damage, so that is a little bit scary, but it's not a... This generally is not a dangerous mon. The dangerous thing right now is that our allies kill each other. Nice. Easy. Would have been a lot scarier, but it ain't that much. Interesting. Why is that the only one that's blocked there? Oh, it's blocked this side as well. Okay. Wait. Interesting. Why are there no enemies as well? Weak to lightning, resistant to lightning, weak to everything. Okay. Lightning room on the front is probably good enough. Nice, we've got the insta-kill on it. A little bit of extra XP. Good. Well, problem is, now what? Oh, here. Can I not see that? They blend really well into the walls, I guess. Well, we have a shortcut, kind of. I don't know if I want to even call this a shortcut, but a shortcut is a shortcut, I guess. Nice. Hey there, Millie. Yeah, it's open. The Rafflesia was actually a lot easier than I expected, to be honest. Also, I do not like... I do not like these shortcuts. They are... You can't actually tell that they're shortcuts. Hey there, Eamon. These shortcuts are not really that great of a shortcut, considering that they don't really make it a shortcut. It's just a, oh yeah, this wall, you can probably get through it somehow. So, we can just use the no, we can't actually. We lose this cricket locust. Oh, it didn't run. Okay, never mind. We'll kill this. We'll take the extra XP. Yeah, the Rafflesia was relatively on the easier side of things, so I'm assuming I shouldn't assume too much, but I'm going to guess that it might be that we are at a good enough level for this place. We probably want to get better gear, I mean, but that's what we're fighting everything here for. Okay, Ice Bulb. How do we get it special? I think we have to petrify it, which we don't have the equipment to petrify it. Nice. Not bad at all. Yeah, we're going into Nerve Strike and then Moon Slash, and that was it. Oh, first point. Curse Durian. Cool, I guess. I already talked extensively about Durian. It's not that bad. That's it. That's the whole thing. Ooh, Vampire Bat's new. Okay. Let's hit it with a Blizzard. we've got a Crimson Fang. There is a new item for it. As you explore the labyrinth, you notice a dead end that is more brightly lit than other areas. Looking around, you see a lens like rocks fixed in the ceiling is amplifying the sunlight. The sun radiating from the stone tapers to a point, which shines upon a single spot, as if pointing it out. You can examine where the shaft of sunlight points, or beware of a trap. Let's check it. When you move the stone, there is a hole underneath, filled with useful equipment for your journey. Expel arms. Oh. High defensive gloves. They do give a pretty good jump in defense, but the shoes are probably a bit better here. Oh boy. Pick a door time. Let's just use Blizzard. It should work still. Blizzard and Poison should genuinely be able to take out most of these guys, if not all at once. Yep. Hold it. And the third one. Okay. I guess we'll just start from one side and go for it. Furthest one to the right. That's a item. Commander's boots, okay. Quick step level 1. What is quick step? Select an ally, oh, okay. We can sell it. First star, I guess. It doesn't really matter. We're gonna be using Blizzard either way here. I'm not gonna be able to get poisoned, so that's why. AoEs. They just work sometimes. Crimson Fang, Crimson Wing. Nice, we've got both. Okay. I guess the middle one next. That means the... Ooh, that means that's a dead end. Alright. I'm probably just auto-throwing this. Oh, that's a lot of them. Burst, we could use Zeus. Just in case, makes it a bit easier. Oh, okay. Oh, that's just a hole. You can't go past it. I guess we'll look along. No secret entrances. I'm surprised that there's no shortcut to this point here. It's always a surprise when they don't have a shortcut where you kind of expect it to. Blizzard. And poison, poison, poison. It just works. Yeah, also, I think we're trying to fully upgrade these two. Yeah, no secret entrances or anything. Very interesting. I don't even know what to really expect here. Let's escape from this one. These guys are a little bit more annoying than they are worth it to fight. In your pursuit of the Imperial Prince and the Medium, you notice something on the ground, entangled in vines. As you draw near, a sickening realization of what it is dawns upon you. It is an Imperial soldier, infected with the Titan's curse, in what looks to be a gruesomely advanced stage. It seems he has lost his sight already. He's muttering deliriously. What's the matter, Ragnarok? That man. Hey there, Taffa. A hulking figure steps between you and the immobile Imperial soldier. Oh. It is the leader of the Sentinels, Bushi Kibagami. He deftly examines the soldier's condition. It seems Kibagami and a group of his Bushi had been conducting their own search through this labyrinth. Seems the Titan's curse has had its way with him. We can't leave him here. I will carry him out. We must go on ahead. If the Imperial Prince is further inside, he may be in an even worse state. You leave the Imperial soldiers in Kibagami's care and hurry onward. Door. Okay, mucus. Okay. Oh, we're taking this from Flizzy out. This is not that scary, to be honest. What we should do is this. And it was correct that, yes, it is very weak against fire. Like, stupidly weak against fire. Yep, Panic Stench, it only affects us if we get panicked. And considering that we can keep our front line free from panic, the ice does hurt a little bit, but it's not to the point where it's extremely dangerous. Easy enough. Assassinate was what we're trying to max out, and we'll probably put one more into Ice Knife, probably. HP. Galvanic. Ah, I see, so that's how it is. It's just sticky as fuck. So that just makes it really annoying to get through, but it is not that dangerous of a trap, especially when the Rafflesias themselves are not that strong. Ooh, okay, that's different. Sleeping Lion. Nice, there's the stun. And the stun again. It just works. The stun is so stupid in this game. Get the Lion's Claw, okay. Wait, that actually could potentially be the last item I've actually been looking for a few things. Ooh, baby. Can't hold anymore. We have mining area. Scarred one. Malphite's enemy buffs. The thing is, we don't actually need that. Because we do have Raw already, so yeah. Guess we'll just try and Inferno this to see if we can just obliterate him. Okay, still does its thing. We can't do anything. Oh my lord, that thing is strong. Okay. We do want to go through there. Had a really rough night. Are you okay? Like, genuinely, are you okay? Like, when you say rough night as in bad sleep, or like just bad in general, like, genuinely, are you okay? I've had some people like joke around and saying like with some stuff like that, and I can understand it, but when it comes down to it, I will always worry a little bit. Bad sleep, kept waking up and having a hard time getting sleep, but it's nothing to see. Okay, okay, cool. We went like a few thousand different ways. I'm like, oh boy, did something actually happen? Like something actually bad happen? I'm worried now. But okay. Let's see, Grunting. It is better. Powerful claw, lion's claw. Don't worry, I'm not seeing any. Ah, okay. It's just the thing that's like, no matter what, I am always going to worry about people. Especially even if I have not like met you or anything, because of how often you come in, I'm like, okay, I do actually, what's it called? Feel like worry about people a lot. Ooh, Adama armor. Yeah. Red. Wait, Adama armor. We already have that, right? Okay. General leather. And a linen curious. It's like it's time probably and spell this morning. There's that. That is true. Not everyone has the ability to spell. Looks over at Omen for a second. The amount of times that spelling mistakes happen. I'm not judging, I'm just saying that I've seen a lot of spelling mistakes, Omen. What are we looking for? Struggle, that's just a normal day-to-day basis. Do we want to get the Eliminator here? I do, but I don't think we need to, considering it's not really our main damage source. Let's check some of the, what's it called, if there's any new quests. Any new quests that give us hammers is extremely important for us to do. Oh, yeah. I try to watch my own spelling and I'm a touch typer, sometimes my fingers get confused. Yeah, I understand that. The amount of times I've misspelled things is insurmountable. Not insurmountable, uncountable. Sorry, insurmountable is the wrong. Fuck. Key was found in the Echoing Library. It's likely used in the Forgotten Capital in Yggdrasil. Someone solved this mystery. You're going to accept their request? It is from the Imperial researcher sitting over there. I think you should ask the client directly for more information. I shall await your swift return. The Legendary Force. That request is from the Outland Count about the marks. He supposedly found a new document. I wonder what he will have you look into this time. You'll need to visit him at the Grand Court to find out. Actually learned touch typing in high school? Okay, wait. I need to double check. What is touch typing? Wait. Okay. I don't know if I touch type or... I've heard of it so many times. Touch typing. Meaning. Method of typing without looking at the keyboard, relying on muscle memory to locate keys. Kind of. I'm half and half. Okay. At some point I remember, but it is more that... It is depending on like how how much I use the word. I can't actually just go off the memory of the keyboard, so I'm not touch typing. No, never mind. I look in order to place first, then I look at the screen while typing. Ah. Yeah, no, I cannot do that for the life of me. I will look at the keyboard and I can like move my hands fast for it, but no.
Oh, your set request. I think it may be fortunate you wouldn't want to accept it. Explorers investigating the ruins within the labyrinth, like yourselves, found an odd slate. This is what it says. Please pay close attention. Water drills earth, changing form. Earth blocks wind, changing path. Wind blows out fire, changing light. And what does fire do? Only fire can erase it. Thus, its balance is maintained. The Ancient One is the protector. Those who enter its realm will face its judgment. That is it. But what about the last part? How will those who enter its realm face judgment from the Ancient One? Or this Ancient One may be a threat to us soldiers and explorers. If so, we may have to eliminate it. This is why I want you to solve the riddle of this slate and find out what this Ancient One is.
Water drills earth, changing form, earth form, blocks wind, wind blows out fire, and then what does fire do? Fire evaporates water. What would it even be? I'm assuming it's gonna lead to something. You know, the document is pure hogwash because Earth is an element. Eh? I mean, you should say that to the Avatar: The Last Airbender fans. That's a glowing mantis. Come at me. Getting this XP. Death Mantis. Is this another one? Well, if Death Mantis was a stone one or Theo or Petrify, yeah. Damn, that sucks. Okay. Do this. I mean, we can attempt assassinate. It's not going to be great. It is weak against lightning. Galvanic. We'll use the Holy Gift Burst here, and we'll Galvanic again. It's talking a word, but people like the Orientals, and yeah. I mean, it's fire. And there's a metal element as well. Isn't there? I swear that there is a metal element, right? The fifth element is metal. I think that is how it is. How would this work? I mean, it could be another one where you have to go to these certain spots first. That doesn't really make sense to me. Because unless we have to do it in the certain order, which was... fuck if I remember. It says, what is fire at the end? It's water to... Wait, it was... Water to earth. Earth to wind, wind to fire. Water to earth, earth to wind, wind. That's water. Earth. That's fire. Okay, wait. Let me reset that then. It's so long since I saw that in this area. Mental Bending Avatar never made sense to me. In Korra, they only move out with certain impurities, which almost would be gone after the Industrial Revolution, which would mean less metal. No, they somehow get better. I mean, it starts out as that, but then it changes from that. After solving the mystery of the marks, you're flying your skyship in the given order. You feel the violent chill. Some terrifying monsters closing on your ship. You only have moments to decide whether you'll flee or stand and face the thing. Okay, well, here we go. I got it right. That's... Ooh. Fuck it, we're fighting. The next instant, a sharp wind assails you, and the skyship is covered by a large shadow. The enemy is nigh. There's no turning back now. You grip your weapons tightly, ready for a fight to the finish with the beast. Okay. Ah, what a name. Somehow I know this name. I don't remember where. It is most likely weak against lightning, considering its build. It's been cursed. That's actually really good for us. It does have a conditional drop, so... Okay. I don't remember enough in Korra, but from Avatar, isn't it mainly because like no one's ever tried it? I don't remember them ever trying it in Korra at all. It was just a thing that they never actually did, from memory. Like they decided, or they, everything was very much sectioned off for each of the nations, and then because they never really tried. The only one. No, that's not exactly correct. There were a few. What's it called? There were a few. That was easy. Unadvanced metallurgy. Yeah. You have overcome the bird-like beast. This must have been the ancient one. Wow, that was a lot easier than expected. Ahead, Timo realizes trace amounts of earth in metal. And realizes trace amounts of earth in metal from unadvanced metallurgy. So yeah, just no one. I mean, no, wait. Oh, wait. I'm trying to, like, I think I remember some of the dialogue, and I might be completely wrong, so, there's probably still a lot that I'm gonna be missing out here, but they know in Avatar: Last Airbender, that time frame, in that time period for them in that world, they knew that there was earth in metal itself, but from memory, there were a lot of people who said no one can bend metal. The traces of earth are too small inside it. No one, unless they are the greatest, even the greatest earthbenders, will never be able to bend that. I swear I remember something like that as a like their reasoning for it. Oh, something you understand. You defeated the heart, so you accomplish your task. Was right to give you this one to you. What did the document mean? I see. You passed over each crest in certain order. This bird guardian reacted to that. If this is true, performing the same steps may draw out the bird again, should you desire to challenge it. But there is no need for that now. Go to the Dancing Peacock and collect your reward you've earned. Green Gurgle with Blueberry Syrup and Sneak, of course. I need to look at Sneak again. Sneak energy drink. Natural and sugar-free energy drink. Okay. What is in these? I see energy tubs. Oh, and 40 serving tub. Okay. Oh, I'm curious here. 0 sugar, 12 calories. Okay. Natural caffeine, electrolytes. That, oh, okay, I'm looking at it. I swear I thought I saw chlorine. Choline. Yes, but in post-industrial area world like Korra, with the mech in expect metallurgy to be more refined because rocks having rocks in them isn't good for advanced structural engineering. Okay, I see what you mean by that. I mean, yeah, it makes sense in that case. Ooh, I mean, that being said, you have to also think that techniques themselves are going to keep improving through generations normally. Because it is not 1,000. No, it's not 1,000 years in the future. It's about maybe 100 years in the future, and refinement of technique is also a different thing as well. Because yes, while yes, you do have refining materials and all that, you have to also take into account that refining in combat and also usage of what's it called, of bending itself is also a possibility. Not exactly, I don't know the specifics, I can't know the specifics for this, but there is also like some kind of correlation with that, potentially. Because if we're talking about, this is 100 years. 100 years is a long time, and the advancement of building and all that is a huge thing. But then again, if we're talking about metal bending itself, that means also that the metal benders, first and foremost, can having that kind of technique is able to help with the metallurgy, considering that they can probably actually take out the earth mineral or whatever you want to call it from the metal itself, right? Maybe that is also a way that they found, like they could have found out a way from that to directly influence the metal itself. This is all just guessing, basically. There's that world, it's a fantasy world, okay? No clue how exactly it worked, but there is also if I'm trying to put it in like a practical sense, that is possible.
Again, thank you for your hard work. It sounds like the beast attacked when you solved the mystery. To open the lid, I need to find a beast waiting. It is not uncommon in this world. But the fact you were able to pacify such a beast is a reward in itself, yes? Here then, it is your reward from the Outland Count.
The Sylvan Bow, which we're never going to use because none of our characters are archers. We're selling that. Cavalier Killer. Ooh. A leg breaker. Not exactly what we want though. Then the other quest that we got was to go into the Forgotten Capsule itself. And we have a key for it. As you reach towards the door to proceed with your exploration of the old building, someone calls out to you. Standing there are soldiers who must have been dispatched from Tharsis. It's been some time, Ragnarok. Do you remember me? As you search your memory for his identity, the soldier laughs before continuing. I know we must all look alike with our helmets on. I'm the one you helped find his way out of the Misty Ravine. No, not exactly. The metal benders are very, very select few though. They are the police corps, some of them, but at most for them, they were moving using very little like pieces of metal. The ones that were like fully metal, like bending, were Toph, Lin, and Suyin. Was it that her name? It was definitely Toph and her two daughters that were like actively fully metal bending, and I think Korra did as well. But everyone else was very much a lot less from... That's what I'm remembering from a bunch of other characters too, really. Because I know that in the end of normal, like, Last Airbender, Toph actually made a... Like, from the comics, Toph actually makes a dojo to teach metal bending, and even then, only very few of his students were able to metal bend. How did that Ragnarok guild who saved my life were heading for a decisive battle? I can tell. Soldier smiles as he takes out a bottle of medicine. I am dumb. The golden there, yep. I forgot to get a thing. Completely forgot to get Iron Dying Threads. Talking about the fact that they're using regular metal to bend. I'm trying to like think. I'm thinking of explanations, but it's way too wishy-washy for them. Were they just using regular metal to bend? Was it actually gear that they were made for metal bending? I would put the wonder, would they actually make things that actually have it to bend? There's loads of scenes of them doing random metal structures. Is it? I genuinely cannot remember any scenes. Are there really that many scenes of them just everyone bending structures? Bending structures. I'm trying to remember any of them like fully bending structures, and for the life of me, cannot think of it. But I mean, I know that the main set do. All the Earth cops use metal bending. All using it? I generally only remember like a select few were able to, but I just could definitely be wrong here. Huh. One of them used metal bending to control a mech. Hey. I'm looking this up. Okay, metal bending Korra. Ferrokinetically bend natural and processed metal in similar fashion to regular earthbending. Long about its impossible feat, the ability was discovered Toph Beifong to escape the metal cage she was captured in. Since metal is merely earth that has been purified and refined, Toph used her seismic sense to perceive the traces of unpurified crude metal itself, and use it to bend purified metal itself. Okay. Let's see. After the war, Toph established the Metal Bending Academy to share techniques with others. Metal bending, especially use of metal cables, had become a standard form of earthbending employed by the Republic's police force. Initially relying on coils of metal rope contained within two circular receptacles carried on utility belt, the police updated the device to line solid cylindrical spool devices worn on the back instead. Yeah, metal bending also spread to earthbenders beyond the Republic's borders. Huh. No, they really don't give anything. This fighting style, metal bending is rooted in its ability to detect tiny fragments of earth within metal manipulation, which molds the surrounding alloy, thus making the sub-skills possible. So, metal benders have adapted the discipline for use as remote and contact-based ability in the proximity necessary to bend it, appearing subject to the same limitation as other elements. On the other hand, metal is distinctive compared to the traditional bending arts for its natural unavailability in a refined state. Once smelted in such a form, it becomes exceptionally durable, such that it can retain its shape and withstand harsh environments longer than many other known bendable substances. Consequently, its ubiquity as a process manufacturing material in modern society has led the development of numerous metal bending techniques that rely on thoughtful maneuvering of prefabricated parts to fix in ways rather than just the freeform shape of raw or liquefied metal ore. So it sounds like they actually keep the impurities in it, in the metal. Which sounds wild, but being able to control the earth in it and solidify it with the metal as like a extra coating, like in a sense, that seems to be how it is. There is also the liquid metal one, which is a lot different. Liquid metal becomes where it becomes a lot more of a wild thing. Mech should be a risk bad structural integrity so that someone can bend that shit. Yeah, that's true. It's only possible with impure metals. I think that should be rarer in an industrialized world, which is stupid that all their structures are supposed to be modern. I guess the only explanation like that would make it make sense would, like, other than the whole mech thing, which is kind of dumb, would be that it would have to have that. I would understand the cop gear having like the earth elements into it just so they could bend it, and structures I also understand a little bit more, considering that they can literally make it and probably take out the earth parts afterwards, potentially. I don't... that's kind of 50-50, to be honest. It's a tough thing to figure out. I mean, the thing is, we're trying to figure out a... I'll put it on just go now. We're trying to inject logic into a show that's probably about, what, a bit over 10 years old. When it come out, 2012, yep. That's a while ago. It's always interesting trying to put the logic of the real world into a fantasy show. I think how the writers forgot what made the... I mean, that is like a high chance. I would not suspect that to be a, I think the moment they had, oh yes, metal bending, it's probably the moment where it stopped. How long was between Last Airbender and Korra? It's the big question as well. $100 years. Oh no, I meant like how long in... I said that wrong. I mean how long between, what's it called, the shows coming out. Like the writers themselves probably forgot between the shows. It finished in 2008, so it was 4 years. Maybe they did just forget it. Yeah, 4 years between the end of it and then the start of the Korra arc. I've visited 25 flavors of snake and I chose it. I mean, if it gets you going, then that's great, isn't it? Yeah, literally the only thing I would think of is like improvement of technique would be the only real way that it would be able to keep up, I guess, but that's kind of a cop-out answer either way. Nice. Hey, that's a shortcut. Oh man, not these guys. Venom throw. Zod. Some more crevices visible on the way. Oh, perhaps this person may fit through how this be. Oh. I'm sorry, that pisses me off. No, not anything here. I'm saying the game. That is a shortcut. All the other shortcuts in here have been ugh. That annoys me so much more than anything else. Okay, 3 doors again. Most likely this is going to be the dead end door. Okay, Rafflesius is back. We can just let... Escape, please. Nice. Okay, we're fine. It's going to use that first, so we just attack. We want to use this one. Head, and then it is again weak against fire, so just blow it up. Oh, it didn't use it. Interesting. Okay, Freedom Waltz is up. Oh, sorry, Refresh Waltz. Element Guard. Use a Party Heal and Fire. Refresh, nice. Down and out. These Rafflesias are actually stupidly easy. We can go through here. And we can go grab what is here. It's a take area. We can get that next shortcut. Good. That's a door. The key you're giving the bar seems to be meant for this door. Inscription at top. The Mourner of Twilight. That's worrisome, but sure, let's open the door. Inside the key turning it, you hear hidden machinery whirring ominously to life. A hail of arrows rains down upon you from the machine while you are defenseless. Ow. Am I dead? Hey, irony. Eventually the machine runs out of bolts of fire. Oh. Mourner of Twilight. Does that mean we have to open it at night? Could be it. Hey there, Axel. How's it going? How's everyone doing? Cool. Two very similar responses there. In your hurried pursuit of the Imperial Prince and the medium, you hear voices up ahead. You nervously approach the voices to find a vessel caring for an Imperial soldier too weak to stand. You know this vessel. It is Wu Fan, leader of the Arcanus.
Oh, it's you. I was trying to find the medium, but so far I've only found this man collapsed on the ground.
There are clusters of vines growing from chinks in his armor. It looks to be the late stage of the Titan's curse. His condition seems rather severe, preventing you from so much as speaking to you.
The medium tried to reach out to the Imperial Prince until the moment she lost consciousness. We vessels live to carry out the medium's will. My course is clear. The anger in my chest has not died down, but I will not bring it to bear. But I will not bring it to bear upon them. I swear by the medium.
Wu Fan looks at you with no hesitation in her eyes.
Go, Lord Ragnarok, and leave this man to me.
You nod to Wu Fan and proceed down the corridor. Okay, we have another shortcut, so that's good. Problem is the rest of this area. Door here. Mona of Toy. That has to mean that I don't like this. Oh, there's goo. Oh, there's a shining Rafflesia. I'm fighting it. I want the XP. The EXP calls out to me here. Oh, damn, that is horrible damage. That's not good. Getting first turn advantage is horrible for us. Okay. Almost there. Party shield here. Party heal. Burst, give me the holy gift. That didn't help. I forgot it keeps going first. We will Flash Slice here, we'll Nectar here. We'll Party Heal again. It's not good. We don't have a burst up, so that means that we're screwed here. Okay, full heal. Stop using panic. Okay. Not good. We're dead. I mean, it's dead, but we're dead. That's gonna be a lot of XP for those guys, though. Okay, not the best. That was not great. Oh no, I just noticed. It's that kind of bloody maze. Oh, I hate this. Okay. It's this maze. I have an abundance of free time suddenly and I'm overwhelmed with I mean, do whatever you want. We still gotta watch the bloody Resident Evil movie. I mean, if you want to finish, what's it called? Soul Link. Then there's also fucking the Dr. House Anime Girl edition. Oh boy. I'll off of the way right now. I'm gonna yell at you if you do something stupid. I wasn't done. I've heard that, then the voice yelling me to be productive. Whatever. Oh boy. Let's go through again. Here's an easy replacement activity. Technically. I think someone tried to hack a Applegate. I got a sign-in request. I was trying to sign in anything. So I could have changed my. Yeah, that's what you do. That happens a lot. Photosynthesis is the only way. Wait. Okay. Two very different conversations right now. First time it's ever happened. It happens a lot. Mm-hmm. Man. Okay. That leads there. Another Rafflesia here. It generally is probably. Oh wait, I just noticed. Ah, lordy. Alright, we're killing every Rafflesia possible. Nice, good stun. We can use Tropical Eye here. I should actually be using a lot more. So a Mind Sight. Another one. Okay. It does look like they're just going circling around to each other. Oh, it hit the back, that's why. Nice. So if the things explode from the back, then we're safe. Okay, that's how it is. It's a contained loop. Top to bottom, left to right. The door here. Most likely the way to get out. We want to go through number 3 here because it actually leads to here. Oh. Oh, that was a really shitty loop. Okay. I want to fight these guys. They're just annoyingly stronger than what everything else in this, the sleeping line that is. Okay, cool. It does look like we're almost done with this area. You open the door and venture through into a giant corridor that stretches north to south. You're surprised by the stifling smell of vegetation in the air, particularly since no matter where you look, you will not see anything that would emit such a scent. You brace yourselves for anything and resume searching the maze. Oh boy. Hey, well, you were up before, weren't you? Did you just like knock out again, or? Yep, that sounds about right. Power gloves. Well, anytime anyone says like any game that has a power glove, all I remember is a bloody Nintendo Power Glove. That's all I can remember from Power Glove. Ooh, okay. I jumped on bed, knocked my phone to the ground. I mean, I guess that's your backup alarm. At the end of the wide corridor, you come across a door. You hear strong winds howling from the other side at regular intervals, like some titanic creature's breath. The source of the stifling smell of vegetation that permeates this hall also seems to be beyond the door. What could possibly await you ahead? Yeah, we're returning first and healing up before we go against that thing. And put up the VODs I just shared. Alright, let's see what the hell this thing is. Okay. Well, it's time to face whatever the face is here. Inside the room is a giant, terrifying face. First glance, it seems to be an inert carving, but on closer inspection, you see that it is pulsing slightly. It is breathing. The titanic face before you apparently belongs to a living being. In the room's center, the Imperial Prince is on his knees. The medium is nowhere to be seen. Sensing your arrival, the Imperial Prince, his once clear eyes are dull, and his breathing is ragged. He's obviously not his usual self. However, he musters what little strength he has to draw himself up. In times past, the land was so tainted by man's hand
that not even the plants of the field would grow. People dreamed of a purified land, a return to paradise. Thus was Yggdrasil, this titan, created. Yggdrasil and the titan are one and the same. The slumbering titan became a great tree to conserve its power. What we once thought to be our hope has largely been lost. Those who could not control her feared her and tried to bury her. But my empire will reawaken her. See, these hands, the heart of its power, and the medium who is her soul, are made one with Yggdrasil. The medium shall convey the sacred word of the crown's bearer. Witness the revival of the Heavenbringer.
The Imperial Prince raises his right blade. The Titan's body shakes in response. Greenish miasma pours from the nearby walls. The Titan lives. The Titan raises an arm, shattering the ceiling, and slowly crawls up towards the surface. Revival was my father's most fervent wish. A hope spurred on the knights who lost their lives. I must compensate for their losses and protect the families they left behind. The future they believed in. I won't stand for your meddling with salvation. All those who oppose the Empire will fall before my family blade. As the Imperial Prince points his clockwork sword to you, green miasma pours out from the chinks in his armor. Vines following the miasma outward, piercing his flesh and piercing his skin and encasing his flesh. Former Imperial Prince, now a monster wrapped in Yggdrasil's miasma, roars and charges at you. Oh boy. Well, time to kill him. He's most like... I mean, Fire Weakness kind of makes sense with the whole plant motif. Nice, arm sealed instantly. Tropic. Keep using Inferno, I guess. His arms are still bad, surprisingly enough. Annoyingly, we can't actually check how much he's been debuffed. Flash Slice. His arms are now unbound. I guess let's reapply it, see what we can do there. The Flash Slice is a lot. And the flames as well. Okay, that's not good. That was a one-shot. We don't really have anything. Yeah, that was really weak, thankfully. Still nothing. We can heal. Body heal, I guess, and we'll just Inferno. Come on, Binds, get off me. Okay. Offense reduce. Mind Breaker is one off. We want to no. Flash Slice, attack. Still can't do anything. Re-up the chains. If we burst Zeus here, that could genuinely do a shit ton of damage. Alright, see you, Tapper. Enjoy diamond painting and movies, I'm assuming. Okay, Charma and Atropic Eye are gone. Let's Power Break. He's almost dead, so that is actually a very good thing. We'll do Party Shield here. And hopefully this is enough to take him down, unless he gets a second wind. Nice, he's down. Easy enough. With your final strike, the circlet he wears as a headpiece shatters, and the dry blade falls from his hand. The blood streams from wounds on his head. He still attempts to stand. Suddenly, the labyrinth quakes. Cracks race across the ground from the impact of the Titan's footfalls. One reaches towards the prince's feet. Before you can begin to react, the wounded prince loses his balance and falls into the abyss. The Titan howls as if lamenting the loss of the Imperial Prince, but it does not slow its ascent. The quake shows no sign of ending. The sound of cracking walls and ceilings echoes all around. Okay, what now then? I'm assuming we have to leave? That would be the only thing I would think of. If the Titan has actually left the area, most likely it has climbed out and is about to do whatever the hell it is about to do, then we would have to probably meet it at top. As soon as you step back into the open air of the cloudy stronghold, a blood-curdling roar shakes the skies. You know, I didn't expect that to be how the Titan looked. Released from its bonds, the Titan shows its godlike yet dreadful form to the world. It is not difficult to imagine a city the size of Tharsis being crushed beneath the teal as it passes. You stare at the Titan with abject despair, when suddenly, a small flick of light suddenly appears. It is the firefly-like light that has guided you to the medium from time to time. The light slowly drifts north before disappearing as if pointing you towards the Titan. Oh. It literally just points to its face. Interesting. Alright, let's get out of here first. We heal up, we sell, save, and then we go. And I guess we'll give it a shot to fight. There really isn't anything else to do, is there? Unless I miss out a few missions, which I definitely have. Considering we don't have all the things, but... Milky Goat. Meteor Pumpkin. Nope, tastes like poison. Wow. Guess we just found nothing for it. I'm just trying to find, like, maybe food supplies that could potentially help out. But all the ones I got are going to negatively impact us too much. So maybe just this. Resistance against a few things, and we'll just hope for the best, really. The combat closes on the giant. You do not feel the symptoms of the Titan's curse thus far. The Titan gives a low rumble and looks at you with great curiosity as he flits around it. But just as you are about to approach its face, the Titan swings its fist down, nearly smashing the comet. If you sail any closer, a fight will become unavoidable. Are you prepared? Are you prepared to do battle with the malevolent god? I guess so? I can't think of anything else to do here. Screw it. We'll go for it. You stand before Heavenbringer. Okay, it has multiple parts. When I first got to fight the Emperor was when I first explored this place. I was halfway through my TP and got most of my team killed, leaving me with a 0 TP medic and a rune master. With a lot of TP, like, because the auto revived. But his health real low, and when we got out to the last 3 pixels, I just ran out of TP and just punched. Okay, let's start with Sheer Strike Guard here. I think we'll chain arms. We'll see what that actually does here. And we'll start with Inferno on the left side. We bound one arm. Okay, that does a lot of damage. Nice. Got about half HP down for that. Lowers defense for it. We'll do Inferno again. Nice. That did not do that much damage. Okay, there goes that arm. I'm assuming it will eventually come back. It's doing damage, but it doesn't feel like it's doing that much damage, weirdly enough. Head being sealed, perfect. Now it's just the head left. Let's use charge here. Normal attacks, I guess. Defense is lowered, and we're going to be using Galvanic here. We haven't lost that much HP, so multi-slash is not necessary. The bind should ward off now, yep. Hood Circle. Going with the Galvanic. Nice, it got stunned. It's been cursed as well. We can use Flash Slice, attack. Defend here. We're gonna burst down with Zeus and Galvanic. I guess I'll Mind Break it now. Hood Circle's just about to run. No, it still has 3. Okay. We can heal normal here. The fact that we can actually stun it is wild to me. Atrophic Eye wore off. Arms regenerate, there it is. Let's start using Shockwave here. We're gonna use... we don't have that much. We'll use an Amrita, and we'll start using Blizzard now to AoE. Nice, we stunned the head. Chain Arm, Blizzard again. Yeah, something like that, I guess. Nerve Strike, Paralysis. We'll actually go Galvanic now. There's a good chance we can actually kill this arm with just the attacks. Good damage. A little bit scary there for our defensive one. We'll Mind Break again. We'll put up a Regen Bolt and also Chain Circle has 2. We need to switch to Hood Circle, Galvanic. It's been stunned. We get the free turn here. We're almost at the... defend here, and we'll keep going with the Galvanic. I should have used one of the debuffs. That was my bad. Okay. You go good, Axel? Ah, I see. Unless this thing has a second phase, we're just about to kill this. It has a second phase. Yeah, there it is. I don't have any mana left. That's not good. Wait, don't tell me. Oh no, I'm just realizing something. That's gonna make me hate this. It's gonna regen its face and then regen both its arms as well. And then I'm gonna have to... They were so popular they kept having to purge members because of the cap one. I was like... yeah, that does suck, but that also does make sense as well. As much as it sucks, but it does make sense. Wait, I thought you said you were kicked out. Oh, I saw it says, I logged in and found out that not only was I didn't see the not there. So, I thought it was not only was, I thought you said that not only was I removed from the free company, they kept it. Okay. I was like thinking, how does that work? Oh, this is not good. Shit. I don't have any proper revival things. I have no sustain here. Was I the only one who read that wrong? Due impact, we get the full stun. That means a full turn of nothing for them. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Regen Waltz. No, I should be using Refresh Waltz again. Reapplying Hood. Nice head stun. Lower defenses potentially works. How much HP does it have? It's probably going to hit us with it, so we're going to Geo Impact. Open, nice. The annoying thing is I'm pretty sure it's going to defend with its arms now. Unless... No, it's not. I needed to get extra magic or mana regen. I went in this with 0 mana. That was definitely the stupidest idea I could have done. I mean, we had full mana, but I mean like mana regeneration. Nice. Recover. Head has been stunned. I'm dead. Yeah, there's nothing I can really do here. We'll fight to the end, but yeah, that's sadly we're not going to get this one this time. We'll, if we just get some mana regen stuff, then definitely this is a fight that could be easily overcome. Even the DPS that this thing unleashes is not actually that high. It's gonna start voguing. There's no damage now. Geo Impact, I guess. Man, this thing is just tanky. I'm already on turn 50, not 7. Fucking hand signs. There it is. And we're still alive. There's death. Okay. Yeah, definitely we can win that if we just have the, what's it called? A few things to regen our mana. Our mana getting screwed over was not great there. Let's go to the Atelier first. Let's actually see what we can get. Iron Threads we don't need. Nectars we probably should get a small supply of that. 5 of them would do. Let's see, Amritas. Is there any way we can get more Ritters without needing to go after Water Lily Leaf? Where do we even find Water Lily Leaf, actually? We might have to... take points in the 4th dungeon. No. Echoing Library. Take on the 2nd floor. Oh boy. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go grab a few of those. That's literally the only way we can really get anything done. We need to get to the 2nd floor, which isn't too hard to. All the take points possible. Which are quite a few. And then we just have to get lucky. There is another thing I could do as well. The mission that we had about the key in the labyrinth, we actually never finished that properly. So genuinely, it is not a bad idea for us to go through that as well. It does seem like Blizzard is going to be our most used here. We got 1. Ugh. That's no good. Gold monkey. It's actually not a bad idea to be here as well, just so we can re-up our burst gauge. Max level is level 70, so... I don't need to fight this. Unfortunately, we've only got 1 so far. And there's not really another way that we can actually get more. It literally is just keep farming into this area to get the plants. That is unfortunate. There is a thought of finishing or getting the last few levels as well. Don't mean to attack. That's going to be the toughest part. I genuinely do believe I can beat that boss. That boss itself is not intimidating to me. The one because we ran out of basically supplies. Like, okay, nice. We got a few. It takes 3 to make 1. Ugh, that's really, really bad. The Bell whose sound drives off bees, reducing counter rate, and yet with Emerald that sucks. Let's do this. Because I have a feeling, if I'm not wrong, I could be wrong, but the mission that we did get, or the quest that we did get that haven't finished off yet, was key for the capsule. Unless it's not. Alright. You know what, we'll check the Dancing Peacock first. Requests. Go back to the Forgotten Capital because I genuinely think it is probably best to do. How do I even get through to it though? I don't know. Fuck. maybe I have to stay in here. I mean, we could potentially get up to level 70 as well and do this. I genuinely do not know. Okay. Oh, there's two doors here. You know the origin. Sure. Okay, we didn't get shot this time. Oh, I see. Okay. There's two doors and we just have to choose the right one. Benefactor of Travelers. Deceiver of Travelers. Ooh, okay. It's probably Benefactors. Like, there's no... No, maybe I'm wrong here. Ah, screw it. Let's just fucking do it for it. If I haven't got shot, okay, we chose the right one. Okay, so that's two correct ones. One born from silence. One born from chaos. Wait, what did it say? Okay, so the first one was the singer of the origin. I mean, they're not gonna do right. Like, it's right, left. Yeah, okay, got it. That's just deductive reasoning. There's probably like a few thousand, like, different ways. Raised by the holy tree, or one who raises the holy tree. Oh. Earth that is never changing, what art thou? Then it has to be the, if it's the one raises the holy tree, that is the earth itself. I'm so dumb, I didn't even look at the center. Remember, the first thing you notice is the large treasure box in the middle of the room. Thanks to exploration, you can remove the box's content and look into the bar. Cool. Snake and bowl. I mean, that works. That's probably not the way you're meant to do it, mind you. Also, I don't have an Ariandine thread, so I'm gonna have to walk back, annoyingly. No. I think that we're gonna get a level from this. At the very least, since that is done. We want to keep all 5 of our burst points here. There is a thought here. If we switch out Zeus's Wrath for Flame Wall, it actually might be better, considering we can get that off a lot faster than thing. And instead of Geo Impact, we want a... actually, no. Oh, wow. That's a full heal on deck for that one. Eight. Going in here again so that we can collect the items first, and then we can back to base. It just sucks that this is how it has to go. Okay, there's 3 points. No, nothing. One. That sucks. That is really shitty. We got one. One. We already have one more in base, so technically we can make maybe a single one more if we get lucky in the next 2 drop areas. did go the wrong way. Okay, well, that's... okay. So we have a +1 currently. We currently have a +1 in terms of the mana regen items. One more spot to check. If you can see on the map on the top right there. I don't think, what is the scheme of this? Because I know the other one, the other Etrian Odyssey's post games, but I don't think I've ever looked up this one. What is in the post game of Etrian Odyssey 4? Oh, just let me out of here, please. Okay. Nice. Okay, we can make 2 more mana regen items. It's really not worth it. I mean, it is very worth it because of how much we need it, but it does not feel like it's worth it from doing this whole fucking collectathon. Respect to Tharsis. The Atelier. Sell it. We'll get as much Medica 3s as possible. And let's go to Dancing Peacock and report. Oh, we have to talk to the guy again then. How did you find this key secret? Did you really go to something for the capital? Yep, we got a few.
See, the snake and ball was hidden away there. Very interested to read that book, but for somebody who truly needs it, it's you. I'm satisfied to know the secret of a key. So take it. Just let me read it someday.
Oh.
Seems as though you completed the quest successfully. It is always nice to receive a bonus, yes? The client sat still as a statue in the seat until you return. But the book you retrieved must be important if it was hidden behind such a devious trap. I again thank you for your hard work. It is the reward I made sure to hold on for you.
Evil Eye Club. And 1 against the last boss. Hey, Reba.
Yeah, it has petrification.
I am up to the last boss, by the way. Okay, we can potentially get a few good things first. The main thing I want to try to get is the Mantis's Claw, if possible. Oh, don't push yourself too much, my guy. We just need Irony to hit the Death Mantis and petrify it. You're not getting petrified, is it? Look, it didn't get petrified. I think that's what we're willing to be. That's about right. The chicken is actually a good one. It's really just 3 of them. Yeah, 3 is enough. Okay, well, let's give it a shot again, I guess. We have a little bit extra from what we had before. Currently our burst is at max, so we can literally start off with a burst for this. I think we'll stick with Blizzard is probably the best way to do this. Spread Throw available right at the start as well. Let's use Shockwave. Venom Throw, because I don't know if that's actually going to be helpful or not, but should work out in our favor. Chain, burst into Flame Wall. Just to hit the front two, because they are by far the most annoying. Oh, you can poison them. We'll do it again, I guess, and we can do regen waltz. We'll do Atrophic Eye, and then we can go burst, flame wall, and blizzard again. Nice, all of them. It's not great, but we can deal with that. One arm is down. Two arms are down. It is now poisoned. We'll use a Nectar 1. And I will reapply. I'll put Hood Circle up now. In this case, we want Galvanic to start punching through its face. Poison is doing a lot here. Heal Step. Let's lower its physical attack, or its attacks in general, and Galvanic. For life. Okay, so out of poison now. We'll activate Spread Throw. Because most likely its arms are coming back this turn, yep. Oh, thank you very much. Mercurius? Oh. Venom Throw. No worries. Chain that. Flame Wall for the front, and then we go Blizzard again. Unfortunately, no fire active. Also, no poison active. Right arm is going to die soon. Charm Ice off. We can do that again then. Flames and Blizzard. Okay, it's in defensive stance. Okay, big damage. We'll go into Galvanic because we will most likely get the kill off here. Yep. We didn't get the poison on the face, but that's fine. We got really lucky with the poison, I guess, from the first attack. Because we are not getting it now. We're using Amrita here. Keep going for it. That almost killed. Full heal on Jury, using Galvanic. Ooh, big problem right now. It feels like it's gonna re-up soon. Let's use Hood Circle. Nice, head sealed. Tropic Eye has worn off now. Arms regenerate, that's annoying. Open, base is open. Okay. Interesting. We're gonna start with a Shockwave Slash. Venom Throw on center. Because there is a chance if we can poison it, then it was able to get poisoned before, so we do want to. We'll do a Regen Waltz, a Charm Eye on everything, Flame Wall, and then Blizzard. Nice, it's been poisoned. Yeah, I kind of thought that I was going to start defending it, which is really annoying, but it is what it is. We do have the poison off of it onto it, so that is a good thing for us. Tropic. We'd actually Flame Wall again. And we'll Galvanic actually, yeah. Big damage. And this girl. Flash Slice into the face. We're going to re-up Hood Chain. Galvanic again. Nice, it's been stunned. Yeah, not bad. Wow, it's almost dead actually. Come on, please get through. Is that it? That was it. That's a lot more anticlimactic than I thought. Yeah! We had it all wrong. Oh yeah, definitely. None of it was meant maliciously. Oh, I didn't see the... Who can fault their reasons? Who could condemn them? Well, if you abandon hope, life loses all meaning. Document found in the Forgotten Capsule. Yeah, definitely going to be doing the post-game to see how it goes. Then we'll be moving to the fifth one. Its core broken, the giant falls. A writhing mass of vines grows outward, extending itself towards you. The vines twine themselves in the shape of an arm in its palm. The medium lies curled up. She rises to her feet and waves to you with relief. Thank you. I knew you would come to save me. You embrace her to celebrate her return. But the moment does not last. She looks at you firmly. Please, she says, there is some place you must take me. What happened, Axel?
Look, Margarita, the city's biggest joy used to be its view of Yggdrasil. See how it's changed. You explorers still come through the city gates. I look forward to meeting these enterprising youths.
Welcome, Tharsis. Haven't seen you around. And I think you guys explorers too? A lovely square, don't you think? Travelers pass through it, carrying their dreams in their hearts. Tharsis is filled with many races, and ancient knowledge, and this place is its heart. I hope you like it here.
So you heard the rumors that the Ragnarok Guild came here? You're far from the only ones.
Hey, welcome to the #1 shop for explorers. We got bushi, katanas, we got dry blades. We got it all. You've never seen a vessel or sentinel before. Our city is unique in that it is home to many races.
I was just telling the new Imperial how Ragnarok defeated the Boiling Lizard. Would you like to listen in?
You seem to be explorers. If you want to see the medium, use a geomagnetic pole or a sky ship. Wait, what? I suppose I could guide you. You'd rather try to manage on your own. The mark of a great explorer. Yeah, you want a sky ship? Sorry, that don't dull amount like getting to the rookies. Even the Ragnarok Guild did their time in the old forest mine. You gotta follow procedure, you know? I hear you'll be setting out for your first time tomorrow. I'll have a fine dinner waiting for you. Good luck.
Of course, that's what happens.
What's the matter? Lost? Then you should take this map. Don't worry, drawing a map isn't as hard as you think. Pay close attention. You just start here and... Boulder, Boulder. The medium's voice resounds in the area. Prince wakes from a shadowy fog of despair. Oh, thank heavens, Boulder. The medium beams with joy as she hugs the black-clad prince. Many faces peered down upon him, not only the Imperial Knights, but the soldiers and explorers of Tharsis as well, and even the vessels and sentinels. All of them struggled to save the prince covered in debris. Oh, he's alive. The medium's plea to Yggdrasil has healed the prince's curse. He is no threat to anyone now. You don't have to harden your heart. You can tell me anything. We're all with you. We'll find a solution together. The medium's voice trembles. The prince makes as if to reply, but cannot voice his emotions. Instead, he wordlessly extends his arm. And gently clasps her shoulder. The girl looks at him tearfully, seeing his tranquil smile. You feel renewed hope for tomorrow.
Clap, clap, clap. A main game finished. Obviously, we do have the post game of it, but I think we'll save that for next week. Let's actually load it up because it should still have things for us, right? Yeah, moving to the next day.
Good morning, dears. You seemed so tired yesterday. Did you get a good night's sleep? You're going straight to the Grand Courts?
Don't go soften the princess, Prince. He tried the genocide and genocide the genetic freaks, yep. The Emperor mentioned the thing, some sort of land curse making their lands uninhabitable, thus why they expand the empire. Very likely that this is a primitive understanding of radiation, with this implying that the Mediterranean / North Africa have been nuked heavily. Jeez.
Listen, Harry, breakfast is ready and I think you should go.
One night has passed since the battle against the Titan, or the fate of all who live in these lands. You survived the intense struggle, the Titan that came from the depths of you so fell before your power. On losing its heart and soul, the Titan's body metamorphosized into a new Yggdrasil. In the process, the Titan mustered its last of its own strength to return the medium to the human world. You have not yet filed your report with the Count. Once you have sorted things out, the Grand Court. Cool. Durandal. Cool. I guess we can get Durandal now. Such a huge improvement. We've been using this one for the whole time. We could have been using the hunting, but we... I will take it. Ah, man. It's still weird to me that in terms of forging, we still don't have everything unlocked. And I don't know why. It feels like it should have been, like, all unlocked by the end of the game, but I guess not. I'm assuming that maybe we get more quests here at the Dancing Peacock, and then we get them there, but it is what it is. Anyway, we're gonna call it there for today. I just wanted to go back in to just see what was what. But yeah, cool. We finished it. We're not done with stream yet, because we do have a React part of the stream that, thanks to Millie Mixie. So yeah, let me exit this for a second. We will do that. Thanks Axel as well. But this video isn't available anymore. I clicked it. This video isn't available anymore. I'll reiterate this for anyone who wants to know. I have a point reward thing, which is... No, that's Axel's one. It's cheap. I just do that so you guys can put in a thing for it. But it basically... Yeah, your one's all good, Millie. Basically, anyone is allowed to send in a video for us to all watch. Because, as I said before, the reason I do this is because I'm not going to watch the same things as everyone else is going to watch. It is always interesting to see what other people's interests are. So if you have a video that you want to send in, it's in the point thing. You'll find it. Video watch, it says, yeah. And it, I don't know, it gives a little bit extra. We send a 4-hour video? No. Videos at most maybe 10 or 15 minutes is the kind of the roundabout time that I would give for it. I don't think I've stated that properly anyway, but that's around the amount of time that I am comfortable with, so that everyone can watch. It just works out better that way. Obviously, there are like a few thousand videos that you could put on, but yeah. Anyway, this is... I almost read it wrong. The Incal Metaphysical Space Epic. Almost read that as the Incel. So This is from Strange Brain Parts. That's the channel. For anyone who has been here before and has seen the amount of stuff that Millie has sent us, this is a comic book history channel, I guess is the best way to say it. It's 17 minutes, give or take. I'll say right now, no, the ads will be playing, and then I can just pause them. That's all good. Yeah, okay, we're good. All right. Well, time to watch this. I'll snooze the ads when it gets close, and so we can just watch it all. All right. Anyway, yeah, the Incal, a metaphysical space epic. No idea what it is, but let's see, I guess.
The Incal is a 6-part series written by Alejandro Jodorowsky and illustrated by Jean Giraud, better known as Moebius. My apologies in advance for any mispronunciations. Moebius has a list of solo credits that are many and varied. His work was regularly featured in Metal Hurlant in Europe and in heavy metal in North America. Perhaps he's best known for his silent feature, Arzak, or his surreal science fiction epic, Airtight Garage. Possibly, in North America, he's best known for illustrating Silver Surfer.
Oh,
Parable.
okay.
He is, without exaggeration, an influential, prestigious artist known worldwide. Alejandro Jodorowsky is not a very well-known name. To movie buffs, he's the director of El Topo, The Mole, and the enigmatic classic, The Holy Mountain, which is a film one either endures for 10 minutes before turning it off, or where one sits entranced for its entire runtime.
Oh boy.
In my opinion, his most accessible movie is Santa Sangre, a beautiful but terrifying spectacle of madness and hope set within a circus. Although Jodorowsky has a career that includes a vast amount of media, and like Moebius, he's written quite an array of comic books. Notoriously, Jodorowsky was the first director to attempt to adapt the Frank Herbert novel, Dune. This failed 2-year production is where he first met Moebius, whom he had hired to provide designs and storyboards. Reportedly, some of the designs and concepts of that failed Dune adaptation would be included in the Incal.
Interesting.
As a side note, Jodorowsky also hired the artist H.R. Giger and the screenwriter Dan O'Bannon to work on Dune. H.R. Giger's disturbing designs would inspire O'Bannon to complete a script that would eventually be known as Alien. The actual inspiration for the Incal story was a dream Jodorowsky had one evening. Quote, "I dreamed I was flying in intergalactic space. A cosmic being formed of 2 superimposed pyramids, one black, the other white, was calling me. I moved toward it and found myself submerged in the center. We exploded. And that's how my subconscious mind introduced me to the Incal."
Okay, I need to pull that. What kind of fucking dream? What has to happen in one's life to have dreams like that? Okay, so the thing is, with most dreams, it is based off what like you have seen. So I'm assuming maybe seeing a movie or things talked about, etc., can influence it. But I myself, in my thought, like from my memory of dreams, okay, that's yes, Omen, that could be. But from my memory of bank of my dreams, which is not that much, I don't think I've ever had a space dream. I don't think I've ever had like a fucking exploding like superimposed like pyramid stream. He's a relatively normal person, just very creative. It just seems wild to me.
For anyone familiar with Jodorowsky's work, a dream being the source of inspiration isn't all that surprising. Jodorowsky is a rather complex person with a belief system that somewhat defies an easy explanation. It's enough to mention that, within his comics and movies, he uses symbolism, metaphor, existentialism, abstraction, and analogy to represent his esoteric, spiritual beliefs. So there is a fair amount of interpretation contained within the Incal. Finally, the aesthetic for the Incal was inspired by a prior collaboration between Moebius and Dan O'Bannon, the screenwriter of Alien. They created The Long Tomorrow together for Metal Hurlant in 1976. And according to Moebius, he borrowed the cityscape of that story for the Incal. As a side note, Ridley Scott also borrowed this aesthetic for the 1982 movie Blade Runner. And
Blade
a
Runner,
side note.
Ghost in the Shell.
For clarity, the Inkle saga has 2 sequels and a prequel, but the focus of this video is on the core original series produced between 1981 and 1988. Now, I rarely self-insert, but I have to acknowledge that the Inkle is a daunting piece of work. While the story is intentionally universal, there may be cultural aspects that escape my attention. This is also a story covered in esoteric mysticism, which is another element that may not be my specialty. Taken together, the forthcoming interpretations may be a touch basic. Regardless, I will do my best not to misrepresent the intent of the material. But if any errors in judgment do occur, they're made honestly, and these errors reflect my unfamiliarity with specific spiritual concepts. The Inkle is also a piece of work that allows for interpretation to some degree. So, right or wrong, this is my interpretation. End of self-insert. The first volume introduces the protagonist, John DeFool. DeFool, by all appearances, is a reasonably average Class R private detective who's familiar with the seedier parts of City Shaft. He enjoys the simple pleasures in life: cigarettes, booze, recreational drug use, and sex. He's a rather basic person who enjoys indulging in creature comforts when he can afford them. DeFool takes an assignment to protect one of the city's aristocrats during her excursion into the lower levels. Naturally, DeFool fails in his appointed task, and he ends up having to shoot the Amok terrorist, Kill Wolfhead. DeFool escapes Wolfhead's ensuing rampage, and he winds up in the ventilation system of the city. Here, he encounters a Burg, an alien species in competition with humans. This Burg is murdered by mutants, but not before he hands DeFool a mysterious item known as the Inkle. At home, DeFool is attacked by Amok terrorists looking for the Inkle. DeFool hides it in his bird companion, Depot. The Amok terrorists try to get the Inkle's location from DeFool, but he's physically unable to tell them. Once the robot police take care of the terrorists and interrogate DeFool, he goes home to discover Depot has become a messiah. Suddenly, Burgs and mutants attack. DeFool and Depot escape, but they are captured by the president's hunchbacks, who then take him to see the newly cloned, slightly androgynous president. Of course, the president also wants the Inkle. Again, DeFool escapes. He ends up on a funeral train on its way to Techno City, the home of the Techno Priests. It's also the location of the Black Inkle. When John arrives, he is captured by the Techno Priests.
Okay.
This volume ends with the Metabaron, the universe's deadliest mercenary, being coerced by the Amok terrorists to kill John DeFool. The allegory that stands out the most in this first installment is the name of the protagonist, John DeFool, or The Fool. So this will be a fool's journey, possibly on the path to enlightenment, where he'll either accept, reject, or forget what he's learned along the way. In some interpretations, the Fool reveals truth in the form of a joke, but the Fool does have a variety of interpretations, depending on the culture and its usage.
That is true.
In the Inkle, it appears John is intended to represent the tarot card version of the Fool, in which case he embodies a vagabond or everyman archetype. The major associations of this archetype are numerous: folly, mania, extravagance, delirium, frenzy, and betrayal through exposing details. If the card is reversed, the Fool embodies negligence, apathy, unimportance, and vanity. According to Jodorowsky, this is the human spirit in its most primitive form. That's a fair amount for one character to carry, but all of these traits are present in John DeFool. Notably, he's content being who and what he is, and he is quite resistant to any implication of change. These are quite average human traits. For the most part, he just wants to get home and to put this adventure behind him.
Okay, that's a thing
To
that
paraphrase
happens.
Mobius, DeFool doesn't understand what's happening, and he doesn't want to understand. This further reinforces the premise that this is, truly, a fool's journey, taken under duress. The aristocrats and techno-priests are an interesting contrast to one another, and they are an example of the pairing of elements like the luminous Inkle and the black Inkle that occur through the saga. The aristocrats glow and have halos above their heads. If the analogy wasn't obvious enough, they also live in a floating palace above the lower classes, all of whom live in City Shaft, a literal hole in the ground. The techno-priests have no visible eyes and wear dark visors. They are blinded by their devotion to technology and to the black Inkle. The dead are a source of food, which they share with the neighboring City Shaft. The dead are also a vital part of the technology they create. They extract useful bits to empower the black Inkle. So the aristocrats loosely represent the host of heaven, and the technopriests loosely represent the demons of hell. Emphasis on loosely. Both
Yeah,
of whom are in
very
pursuit of
loose.
John DeFool, who represents the human spirit. One could argue DeFool's journey is to transcend these narrow moral definitions and become something unique. Possibly, by doing so, he becomes enlightened.
True.
The second volume is a whirlwind of activity. The technopriests launch a black egg into space, then they turn their attention to John DeFool, who they intend to dissect to get the luminous inkle. Depot intervenes, John is released, and they manage to hide in the sphere that contains the black inkle. Here, John DeFool takes possession of the black inkle. This makes the technopriests powerless, and the Technocity itself explodes as a result.
Oh,
Meanwhile,
just
the
dead.
Meta Baron approaches the ruins of Technocity. John DeFool awakens in the rubble to see Anima, the Rat Queen. He gives her the black inkle, and she rides away.
What?
DeFool chases after her and is killed by the Meta Baron. A revolution takes place in City Shaft. The aristocrats are conquered by the Amok terrorists, working in conjunction with other factions. The president is forced to transfer his consciousness into the unstoppable killing machine, the Necrodroid. He then goes in pursuit of John DeFool and the Inkles. The Metabaron delivers John DeFool's lifeless body to Tanata, the leader of Amok and the sister of Anima. We will also learn that Anima is the mother of Sol Yun, the adopted son of the Metabaron. Suddenly, John DeFool arises from the dead, and everyone present unites to escape the rampage of the Necrodroid. To do this, they attempt to cross the acid lake,
Well,
but they
this
end
is
up
a
being
real
sucked
big
down even
mindfuck.
further into a whirlpool. Anima appearing out of nowhere is a thematic necessity. Considering the series is made up of remarkable situations, it's no surprise that there are convenient coincidences that occur. Anima herself personifies the Jungian concept with the same name. She represents the unconscious female traits of John DeFool.
Yes,
Logically,
rat.
John must be the animus, or
Already
the
dealt with
unconscious
rats
male
enough
traits
in
of
Final
Anima.
Fantasy 3.
Notably, they are connected by a beam of light extending from one mind to another. They are also mostly naked when they meet. In other words, they are exposed to one another, and they are attracted by a force they cannot resist. John's reactions are seemingly instinctive. He's overcome by an urge to approach Anima and give her the black inkle. Overall, and in basic terms, the Anima and the Animus are the light and dark aspects of the unconscious mind. Presumably, whether one is light or dark depends on the gender of the individual. Regardless, with John being the possessor of the white, luminous inkle, it makes sense that Anima should possess the black inkle. Furthermore, it also makes sense that they would desire to reunite at some point. Again, this is another pairing of elements, male and female, light and dark, conscious and unconscious. Like Dante in the Divine Comedy, the assembled players must descend into the heart of the planet in order to escape. They arrive at a garbage pile where they meet up with Anima and her pack of psycho-rats. They then travel to the light at the center of the world, while being pursued by the Necrodroid. At the center of the world, they must forgive the person they're paired with in order to transcend. Anima herself is at the center of the light. Once their hearts are purged, they ascend. While the Necrodroid continues its pursuit, the group arrives at and then descends into the heart of the interior sun. Once there, it's revealed that Sol Yun is the child of DeFool and Anima, who posed as one of DeFool's Homeo whores in order to be impregnated. Once this truth is revealed, Sol Yun transforms into the perfect androgyne, a being balanced between light and darkness. He then becomes the heart and soul of the engine that unites the black and luminous inkles into a starship. Soon thereafter, they discover that shadow eggs are devouring suns. This volume, the middle point of the saga, sets the direction for the remainder of the series. It becomes a massive spiritual space opera. There is so much esoteric symbolism going on that it is nearly impossible to break it down and summarize it. In a manner of speaking, the transformation or transfiguration, to use the story's terminology, occurs within the story and to the story simultaneously. It's metaphysical and it's existential. It's symbolic and abstract. In my opinion, this chapter alone is a scholarly thesis waiting to be written. It is a daunting task to try and unpack everything that's going on. This is the final part of the physical and existential journey to a degree. The assembled group begins literally covered in filth, surrounded by the metaphysical embodiment of their fears.
Oh, there
As
goes
the journey
ads.
progresses, they shed their negative attributes until they are attuned and harmonious as a group.
Pause there for a second. Ads. Didn't have enough snooze. Yips. Okay, we can wait a second.
GYG's $12.
At the very least, I can wait this time and get Axel's video up, because he did actually, Axel did get a video up. So yeah. We've got 2 minutes. I'll wait. I will wait. Man. I tried to skip the ads, like, because I thought I was like, oh yeah, we can just get through it. I should just let it play at the start, and then we could go on, but yeah, it is what it is. Oh, anyone still here? How you doing? Yeah, that's alright. At 17 seconds. The moment that the ads are done, I will continue here. Five, four, three, two. Alright. Everyone should be back now. Sorry for that. It is what it is. Can't do anything about it. And 3, 2, 1, and we start.
Simultaneously, they fulfill individual roles and maintain their unique characteristics. But together, they are a united force of good assembled to defeat an evil that permeates the universe. They ascend from being bound to the earth into the heavens, metaphorically speaking. Through this journey, Salyun, the child of Taful and Anima, becomes the perfect androgyne, better known as a rebus. A rebus is, spiritually speaking, a reconciliation of spirit and matter, a being of both male and female qualities. This pairing allows the two inkles to join together, becoming the ultimate representation of good in the universe. The remaining volumes of this saga are an attempt to defeat the aggressive evil force, the Great Darkness, both physically and spiritually. This is not a dismissal of the final 3 volumes. They are, for the most part, conflict, drama, and a discovery of the final resolution, all of which are necessary elements of a story. But it's the first 3 volumes that establish all the thematic elements that will be explored for the remainder of the series. Once established, the Inkle becomes a wild space opera where the fate of the universe and the human spirit is decided. The resolution is contingent on all the sentient beings in existence entering a theta dream. This is a state where the brain oscillates at a certain frequency, one that represents the areas of the brain responsible for learning and memory. Once that's accomplished, the Great Darkness can be entered and destroyed once and for all. Despite the Inkle being powered by the accumulated dreams of the universe, it still requires a sacrifice to annihilate the Great Darkness. All of the Inkle crew, with the exception of John Taful, release themselves from life to power the Inkle and to allow it to complete the journey. John Taful refuses to sacrifice himself. He travels with the Inkle, now transformed into a translucent Inkle, to meet the presence of the universe, the being known as Or. and the translucent
I'm so
Inkle merge,
confused now.
where the Inkle, which is the repository of all the dreams in the universe, becomes the creator of a new universe. DeFool becomes the eternal witness, a being with the responsibility to remember all that came before. In fact, it's implied he has gone through this journey countless times, yet he's never remembered. So the loop begins again, the eternal recurrence restarts, and DeFool finds himself once again falling towards certain death.
Huh.
The ending is both hopeful and nihilistic, which is quite apt considering the pairing of elements throughout the entire saga. It is hopeful because the universe has been recreated, possibly as a better version of itself, containing the dreams of all humanity. It is nihilistic because this journey has been undertaken many, many times, and it always arrives at the same conclusion, so it seems somewhat pointless. At the same time, it can represent one's spiritual journey through their life, as
Yeah,
they go
kind
through
of.
stages of awareness and transformation, looking for enlightenment. It's a journey we all take in a wide variety of forms, some of which are based on the more traditional religions. Others are through logic and reason or existential philosophy.
This the spectrum, I guess. Alright. Next week we'll continue on with Etrian Odyssey 4. We're not completely finished with it yet with all the 2 halves of it. Alright. We're not completely finished with it. We do still have the post game ready for it. But for now, yeah, that'll be all good. Tomorrow we're gonna finish off Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, and then there's also starting up Chosen Cold Steel 4. Yeah. I'll send you guys over to Graken for now, who is currently playing some No Rest for Wicked. I did not know she had a new model, so this is going to be interesting. Have fun over there, and I'll see you guys again next time. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and see you.